Right. Let's get into this. We are doing a deep dive today on a product that, wow, it really captures the conflict in the modern wellness world.
Hmm.
It's called Nuora Feminine Balance and Wellness Gummies.
Right. And if you go to their website, mynuora.com, everything looks perfect. It's almost too perfect.
Exactly. It's all there. Vegan, pineapple flavored, and it promises to be this daily fix for, vaginal pH, odor, dryness, basically all intimate wellness.
And they have all these high ratings featured right on the homepage.
Hmm.
But our mission today is to look past that. We've pulled together independent sources to see what's really going on with their transparency and what customers are actually experiencing.
Yes, because the claims are so appealing. You see, stay fresh, supports healthy flora, things like that.
Of course.
But that's the big question, right? If it's so great, why are the independent trust checkers throwing up so many red flags?
Well, this is where it gets pretty alarming, frankly. Independent domain checkers give this site an extremely low trust score. We're talking around 1%.
Wait, 1%? You mean like 1 out of 100?
Well, one. That's barely above a placeholder site. It's a massive red flag.
So what's driving that? What puts it down that low?
It's about transparency,
Yeah.
or, a total lack of it. Scam Detector flags it because the domain is brand new and, maybe more importantly, the ownership details are completely hidden.
Ah.
You have no idea who is behind this company.
So you have this faceless company with basically zero trust. Let's follow the money then. What happens when someone actually tries to buy the product? We looked at the Better Business Bureau profile.
Oh, the BBB. And that's where you see the pattern.
Yeah.
It's not just one or two unhappy customers. There are official alerts on the profile.
Alerts.
Yes, and multiple systematic complaints. It's the same story over and over again. People report huge shipping delays or orders just never arriving at all.
Okay, that's bad enough.
But then it gets worse. Unexpected subscription charges, people getting billed for things they never signed up for,
Right.
and then trying to get a refund is, well, a nightmare according to these reports.
So let me get this straight. The ownership is hidden, and there's a pattern of taking people's money for products that don't show up or trapping them in subscriptions.
That's what the data suggests. It's not an isolated mistake. It looks like a systemic issue with their entire fulfillment and billing process.
Okay, but let's just for a moment assume you get the product. Let's talk about efficacy. The claims are big balancing pH, reducing odor. What's actually in the gummy? Is there any science?
Well, that's sort of the final piece of the puzzle. The sources we reviewed found zero clinical evidence to back up these really specific outcomes for this particular formula.
Not at all.
None. Now, some of the ingredients might support general wellness, sure, but the dramatic benefits they're advertising on the website, there's just no independent testing to verify it for this product.
So to put it all together, Nuora seems to be a real product that, sometimes actually ships.
It seems so.
But you're dealing with that shocking 1% trust score, a clear pattern of customer complaints about billing and delivery, and completely unverified marketing claims. The whole thing just feels unreliable. It feels risky.
And since we're talking about your health here, your intimate health, the advice is really simple. Don't rely on a glossy website.
Right.
Talk to a doctor or a dietitian first.
Right.
You need real assurance before you start taking something that could affect your body's chemistry.
Absolutely. So that leaves a final question for you, our listener, to think about. When you're scrolling online, how do you balance what you see? How do you weigh a slick ad and some positive online reviews against hard data, like a transparency score and documented complaints? It's something to keep in mind out there.